just because that's easier for him. Because he doesn't know how to write compelling female characters.
Okay, Cleveland.
They're not compelling.
Those two are good together.
They're not good on
It's
their
when you
own.
separate
And they're
them
not compelling either.
it's when you separate them that they just fall apart.
Well, even together, they're still terrible.
Jose, I kind of
That's
spoke.
your opinion.
Jose, I kind of spoke on your behalf when it came to explain the whole deal with Videl here. But in short, I pretty much just said that Videl, her entire character arc was, or her entire character in itself was based on she's a spunky fighting female that wanted to push her limits. And so when you put a baby in her, sure, I understand you don't want to have a woman fighting. I get that when she's pregnant, but she already has her kid, and her kid is like 10 times stronger than any kid at her age has ever been. So should you at least put it imply it, or at least have an episode dedicated to like maybe Gohan and Videl train, so that way Videl could be strong enough to go deal with Pan. There's that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, like I said earlier, we have these characters, do something with them. All right, I mean, for every Final Flash in Kamehameha that has their own variations, let's have these other characters come up with their own techniques that look cool and flashy.
Yep. That's the thing though, and that's the one thing that hopefully you made the point is those are the kind of things that we want to see.
Oh, and Jose,
We need.
the topic at hand was what were your thoughts on Videl? And I kind of blew my load while you left. And then, Reggie had his fill, so go ahead with you here.
For me, Videl has been one of those few characters that I enjoyed because she might have been a normal human being, but she went legit toe to toe with some of the strongest, fucking villain, some of the strongest characters in DBC.
When
What do you mean? What we're talking about? Like
when
during the Boo saga, what's his name? Those two fucking fighters.
Popovich?
Spopovich and Yamu.
Yeah, yeah. Because look, fucking
Not a
they
Our
good
fuck,
thing.
strongest?
hey, hey, they took fucking Gohan out.
Yeah, because the Supreme Kai let them.
That's the point. But she still went toe to toe with some of the strongest quote unquote.
They got
characters.
Gohan because Supreme Kai had to actually restrain him with magic.
Well, that's the for me the point. The point was the fact that she was able to fucking hold on her own without needing the help of the DBC fighters. That's the point I was trying to make.
She was completely
Look
Okay.
outclassed. She was completely outclassed, and she knew it, but she kept going.
Exactly.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Okay, because I would not consider that toe to toe, but okay.
That is going
Or
to
strongest.
Gohan, even when he was going easy on her, just so he wouldn't hurt her, he still managed to outdo him.
exactly.
That
You
is
know,
what
it
he's using, not that self-image crap.
for me that's more of the more memorable fucking fights.
So that's
If we're
the
going
only,
down that route.
that's her only memorable fight. That's unfortunately the case.
You see, no, but that's for me what I like. I mean, no, I mean, like I know she had like the very small ones from fucking what was it? I guess fighting those criminals and shit like that. But like for me, I enjoy Videl as a character, as as an individual. Because she has always been that strong, independent woman that didn't really need Gohan, but yet they ended up hooking up. Just having that arc of her, trying to figure out, what Gohan is also fucking hilarious, and I enjoyed that too.
for as smart as
Mm-hmm.
for as smart as Gohan is, he figured him out. Because let's be fair, I'm pretty sure a lot of humans on Earth are pretty stupid.
They
Yeah,
kind of are.
that for me was enjoyable. That is what I love.
Yeah, slice of life.
Yeah. But the thing is, it comes from Videl though, and I enjoyed that from Videl.
And that's fine. I like those moments too.
Yep. I just don't like how I just don't like. Well, that's the thing though, because you look at Videl, you look at everything she's done overall, and now look at her in Super.
Yeah.
Reggie's argument is that she probably bowed out because she realized that she's so power crept. There's no point in trying to keep fighting like Yamcha did. But my counterpoint,
I'm just saying that it's possible that that's a reason.
Oh well, my thing is that it's like, why stop? Like, just continue to better yourself. Be somebody that's there, part of the quote unquote Z fighters, to be somebody to body like a mini boss, like how King Piccolo and his minions were. You know, she doesn't have to.
No,
be
but
the
that's
one
like if I was to give an actual reason why she stopped fighting, it's literally that the writers just didn't know what to do with her.
You know, and you're right about that, and that's what gets us pissed because we go, the excuse they used in Super was not a legit excuse because we've seen, you know, her in the past go that extra mile.
For her.
Exactly. So her pulling out that fucking line, it's like, what?
Did you see the line? I know we spoke about this before, but did you actually see the line where she says that in Super?
Yes.
Okay. What did you
asking me?
No, Jose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was the first to bring it up. I was the first to bring it up, but I didn't know the exact quote. But I'm asking Jose because if it's fresh in his mind, do you remember the exact thing she said?
She was saying, because I had just watched it a couple of weeks ago. She was saying, because like, you know, Chi was talking about how she hooked up, you know, how she basically wrapped up fucking Goku, and I remember her, you know, going like, and then Videl going like, yeah, you know, I never really enjoyed fighting, you know, but I always had to follow my father's footsteps, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, wait.
I was like, what? I'm like, no, let me. I was just like, no. I didn't just hear this.
I mean, on that on that case though, could be argued, you know, either one of three ways or a combination of all three, and I just think it's a combination. One, just writers flubbed up. Two, character growth or character change. Three, potential actual decision, just not.
But it contradicts her entire character.
It contradicts, yeah. But let's be real, Super and kind of contradictory to begin with a lot of things. That's like that's literally one of the most minor details that it could have been victory about. Like a small bit of character motivation for a character that doesn't do anything isn't really going to lose anything.
Again, I will still defend Kale and Carly for as long as they're together.
That's a different problem in itself. That's a different problem in itself, though. We're talking about a character that was.
I know, but they're talking. We're also talking about women in general. They don't know how to do the writing for.
Yeah, they really don't.
Because in all intents and purposes, Kale and Caulifla are just Vegeta.
Yeah.
Especially Kefla. Kefla is just female Gotenks. That's what she is.
That? How dare? How dare?
How dare what?
I mean, that's accurate.
It is.
How dare you? That is an insult to anyone.
To be fair, though, Kefla runs her mouth like a firing squad, and that's one of the things I don't like about Kefla. It's just Caulifla again. There is no Kale in that.
I mean, I will at least say that at least Khalifa has personality.
Right.
Not a good personality, but at least she has a personality.
That's why I like them together. They balance each other out.
Not really much of a balance to anything, though.
That is your opinion.
What about you, Jose? What's your thoughts on Camp Caligula now that we moved on from Videl? Because we can go. I feel like if we went further, we'd go in circles.
I was gonna say
We've already been going in circles.
it's basically Gotenks. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
It's just a female version of Gotenks, and I never really liked Gotenks.
I'm not too much of a fan of Gotenks either. I look at my characters based on their personality, if I jive with them, and what cool things they did. So looking at
I didn't
Gotenks,
mind Gotenks.
Gotenks was annoying to me. Like visually, he looks cool, but as a personality, it always
Personality, Gotenks is the worst thing to happen to Dragon Ball. Period.
I mean, he was fun to watch, but the fact that he did absolutely nothing is why I'm like, characters, whatever.
Okay, but yeah, in terms of character for them, I really dislike Caligula. I like Kale from a visual standpoint. I know she is very
I
good
know.
character, but like Kale is just Hinata with muscles.
Please don't. Please do not compare them.
Hey, I like Hinata too from Naruto. Okay, so I have clout to talk about that. Okay, not like I don't know what I'm talking about.
And now we hit the bandwagon, boys.
Well, you agree with Reggie?
No, I'm just going like now we're coming into the Naruto saga in DBC.
Well, I'm out.
But
I just don't like Naruto.
What?
I just don't like Naruto.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I honestly cannot tell you should watch Naruto because it just jumped jumped the shark so many times.
I'm not gonna defend or like suggest anything. You have your opinion, I have mine. I kind of burned out my fuel tank on saying anything against anything with the relevancy of characters a bit earlier.
Wait, with Naruto?
No, just in general.
Oh well. the main.
Also, just the fact that like Naruto is its own fucking mountain to look at and climb and good. Right. You can look at Naruto however the fuck you want. I like it. I will watch it. I don't like Boruto.
Yeah, I don't like Boruto either. The series, in my opinion, ended with Naruto. It should never have.
It ended when Naruto became Hokage and married Hinata.
Yep. With Moon Ninja.
I'm sorry.
The only thing worth liking about Boruto is the fact that Hinata can eat.
I mean, I like Boruto for the moments that we get with the old cast grown up. Moments with them where they're just being themselves, like with Dragon Ball. I like. It's definitely not as strong as the Dragon Ball slice of life, but like just the characters being there, doing something. Like the moments where you see, like, oh yeah, this problem in the city. Oh yeah, Sai is leading the task force that's investigating it. Oh cool, he's doing something. Oh hey, this character's doing something. Oh that's awesome. Then you get moments where it's like, but then like it's just completely surrounded with, I hate my dad. He doesn't have any time for me. Oh, I hate his job. He doesn't care about anything other than that. Oh, like just like fuck you, shut up. Like we spent 25 fucking years watching that character's journey. And then
Meanwhile,
the next show is just, oh my god, he's so worthless. He can't be there for us. I was like,
meanwhile, his female friend had a dad who tried to kill him, and he says, "Oh, that was just bad memory. It's fine."
yeah.
He tried to kill them because he forgot. How is that fine?
What were you gonna say, Jose?
Wait. Which one are we talking about?
Sasuke, the dad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what were you gonna say, Jose? I heard you. I saw you speak up a bit, but conversation was strong.
No, no, I was gonna say, like, for me, Naruto, it all ended after the Pain Saga. Let's be honest, boys.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that too.
Yeah, the war arc really dragged.
Yeah, for me, after Pain Saga, I was just like, yeah, no, Naruto should have just fucking ended there.
Naruto should have been named Hokage. He saved the village.
Exactly. Like, let's just call
Nata
it a day,
confessed her
boys.
love. She survived. They get together.
You know. So, what are your thoughts of fucking what was it? Sasuke actually hooking up with Sakura.
Forced.
Uh,
Forced.
no comment.
Forced.
From what I understand, supplemental material explains that Sasuke didn't really return her feelings until she started doing stuff for herself, and then he's like, you know what? She's actually
You're a
like
strong,
she's
independent woman.
actually
That's
good.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, all Sakura proved is that if you want something, you just need to be annoying about it long enough for them to cave in.
Well, it wasn't even about that. It's just like it.
Sasuke
So
has a fetish for strong, independent women.
basically, yeah.
But she
Like Sasuke did. So basically, what it is Sasuke didn't actually never looked her way. Like he acknowledged that she had feelings for him, but he's like, I don't care, you know. And then later he's like, why do you still have feelings for me? I did all of this. So then it's like, no, I can't accept your feelings. I have to do, I did all of this. I must repent. And then during that time of repentance, he actually started taking notice of her because she started doing relevant shit in the world. You know,
I don't know.
really, that's all in the novels that take place after the anime and manga. So a lot of fans probably didn't get all of that, but at least it does have some kind of context from the actual creator. That's all I'll say to defend it.
I don't know. I look at.
I don't really give a shit about the pair.
Oh, go ahead.
Did I get?
Sorry.
Did I lose connection again?
No, you're here.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Everything went silent.
There was a much more force pair.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Pair from the research I've done. That was Choji getting with that girl.
Really? Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, my audio dipped out on my end again. Connection issue. So yeah. I was saying that the Sasuke Sakura thing did have an actual explanation to it by the creator, and that's all I'll say to defend it. I have no actual opinion on it. I really don't give a shit about Sasuke and Sakura. The only pairing that mattered to me was Naruto and Hinata.
I see. What about you, Jose? You're the one that opened this can of worms.
Well, for me, like Reggie said, in Polyx Roads, it came out of fucking left field, dude. Because I always expected the let's be honest, the gay undertones of Naruto. Let's be honest. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, if you look at the motivations throughout the rest of the whole series after that, it was basically just Naruto's trying to make Sasuke think, no, we're all friends. We should all be together. While Sasuke's just, no, screw you, get away from me, kill you.
And then because Naruto legitly, we all, as much as we all know that Hinata hooked up with him, we all know that fucking Naruto wanted Sasuke's dick. Let's be real here.
I mean, you can meme about it all you want. I will say, yeah, that I don't blame anybody for thinking that it should have ended with those two together, but like at the same time, keep in mind, writer did not put them together because
Yeah, at the end of the
there
day, you
is
gotta
such a
accept
there
whatever
is such
pairing
a
they
thing
have.
as platonic friendship.
Yeah. Look at me and Reggie.
There is such a
Well, the
there
thing
is such a thing called platonic life partner.
you see it, and you see that's the thing though, because that's what that's what I saw. That was thinking that was gonna happen, but then people were like, I guess people bitched about it enough that they got the creator to switch it up. But like, let's be honest, the whole
How
gay undertone of the entire situation goes way far beyond.
it, it wouldn't have even ended like that to begin with. Like Kishimoto was planning on either Sakura or Hinata the whole time, as far as a pairing goes.
And Sakura was kind of a B word.
Yeah, she was. Like Sakura was made to be the one to pine after, but Hinata was like, maybe you should look somewhere other than the weird popular one that's next that's constantly doing you know instead of that. But also if you really want to get deep into it, there's the whole fact that there's one argument that can be said that Naruto never actually loved or liked Sakura in that way. He just saw that she had attraction to Sasuke because he's rivals with Sasuke, that he should therefore vie for the girl that's trying to get his attention, getting her attention instead.
All right. Well,
There is some arguments for that, and that because he doesn't really understand love, as evidenced by Naruto the
He's a
Last.
pervert, so maybe he just like
He was a perv, but he didn't quite
Maybe he just had a
understand
pink hair fetish.
like the actual emotional baggage that is romance and love.
I'm just saying, maybe he mistook fetish for love.
I don't know,
Pink hair fetish.
because like let's see, like he understands emotions when it comes to bonds and whatnot. But as far as himself, like they did go out of their way to go. He has a pretty slow, opinion of himself from his upbringing. Like Naruto's fucking miserable most of the time.
Well, in my opinion, and I know this is like the least popular opinion, I'm okay with that because I don't care about Naruto as much as Dragon Ball Z in itself. But
Yeah.
what would have happened? I mean, what would have been wrong with just having Sakura and Sasuke not be a thing?
Nothing.
Like,
That's
I feel like that
nobody
would have
really.
been better. Like, not everybody needs to get married.
Well, okay, so the main reason why people don't like the Sasuke Sakura pairing is one, they weren't exposed to the actual buildup of it. Two, dude literally tried to kill her on like two or three separate occasions. And yeah, that's basically it. Sasuke tried to kill Sakura like two or three times. And also most fans did not get to experience what build up there was to the actual relationship because it was in side content released after the reveal.
It's kind of like that's kind of how I feel about all the pairings that just spontaneously happen with time skip. It's like, well, I guess all these characters are now shipped together.
Like most of them are just like, whatever. I don't really give a shit about these characters. That's interesting. I wonder how this would have turned out if some of these characters were still alive. Why is that a thing? Like all the pairings in Naruto after the time skip have an explanation. It's just a matter of if you accept those. When because
I think the writer just threw names out of a hat and then decided in the sequel to maybe just say maybe I should explain these.
Well, no, he didn't. The Boruto anime didn't exist, or or the what's it? The novels. The novels that take place between Naruto and Boruto. Most of them were written before Boruto even started.
No, no.
Like the Sasuke novel, the Itachi novel, the Shikamaru novel, the Kakashi novel, all of those all were written before Boruto came out.
Well, either way, it's probably just different names.
Possible. I mean, Choji and Karui is really out of nowhere, but that actually got like a few lines of actual explanation on how and why. Choji basically had a crush and decided to start visiting the Cloud Village on a regular basis to see her.
Despite never seeing her more than once before.
Yeah, like something about like having met slightly after the war arc happened, and then he just started going there. Shikamaru, and I think Tamari all noticed after a bit, and like really knew about it to actually explain what was going on to the character that asked. I don't remember the specifics on who did what or anything, but that's what happened with that.
And it was still stupid.
We'll agree. Well, I mean, I don't have an opinion on Choji really. It's out of nowhere, but it's also still under one of those I don't really give a shit moments because like who gives a shit about who Choji ends up with? Who gives a shit about this character that Naruto decided to let punch him?
Fucking how many people were dedicated to Shoji and Inu.
Oh yeah.
Do you have to do that?
They did kind of lead into that a little bit. Shoji and Ino.
The what? Which one?
Shoji and Ino.
That was a possibility. Yeah. Is that what Explode said when he like blew up his mic again?
Oh, sorry. Did I do that? I don't remember blowing that time.
Well, I don't know, but whatever you said was like really scratchy and really loud.
It was bass.
Must have gotten into my beat.
That's why I said, fucking hell. It stopped responding for like 3-4 seconds after that. I literally pulled out my earphone. That's twice now.
I have a beer. Maybe it was just rubbing against it. Is that it?
Yeah, no, I mean, like you spoke and it sounded like a really poor speaker at a high volume.
So I was Juan for a second there.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
Well,
so
wait, Jose, can you wrap up this conversation because I'm going to be ending for today very soon.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God! Finally.
I was gonna say, overall, we can all agree that Naruto fucking sucks. That Videl is the best waifu. The voice cast for fucking Soup was it for DBC?
Funimation, yeah.
Most of them are the
Boomer
Funimation ones are assholes. And let's be honest, the Cell Saga was the best saga. At me at that, boys. Anybody that wants to at me,
I can see that.
Come at me, bro.
I will go on record as saying that everything you have said is wrong and invalid. Fuck you. Have a nice day.
Fuck you too.
Wait, you didn't hear that part where Reggie's cool? I guess we're wrong about that one too.
I'm not.
Yes, sir.
I'm not. Fuck out of here with those lies.
Well, to be fair, I guess my closing. The last thing we need to do is the Emperor, the Masked Saiyan, Warriors from Demon. Yeah, these last bits, which are DLC only, I think. Yeah, Battle with Universe 6.
Nobody gives a shit about DLC.
Oh, don't forget the retro story.
Yeah, so we will be the next time we meet, we will be finishing off this game. Well, not next time we meet, but in 2 weeks we'll be finishing off this game for good.
Well, you'll be finishing off the main game.
Yeah.
You can do the DLC for the original, the first one.
Yeah, and I forgot about that too. And then after we finish all that, that's when Jose and I will be playing together for was it the Time Patrol missions? So that will be fun.
Yep.
Oh, what about Chopped Liver?
Oh yeah, you too. Yeah, you too. You have the game too. I forgot. But yeah, I guess for me, in terms of like now that I'm done playing the game and we're closing up, um, yeah, with all your points, I personally still agree that Frieza Saga is my personal favorite in terms of what happened. I'm not counting Ginyu or Namek, but like the Ginyu, the Frieza Saga in itself. You pretty much heard my entire spiel, Videl. This channel is pretty much evidenced by it, but like you know, with the whole voice actor stuff with Funimation, I due to the Vic Mignogna bit, I really did just feel like 1,000 times less respect for the voice company just because of what they did, and it just like it bums me out, especially with
Especially
There's no
Bulma and
respect.
Goku voice actors.
yeah, and it's a sad thing too because Sean Schemmel, he's when I think of Goku, I
Essentially,
think of that
yeah,
voice.
that he is the voice.
So
That's the one we grew up on.
yeah, and to know that he's a big time jerk, he just kind of like it saddens me that he's so good at his job. To be Goku.
Yeah,
At least we have solace that Beerus is a good guy.
True. But and the same thing with Bulma. Though Bulma, like, I don't have that much of a deal with Bulma that I have with Goku.
I do because she voices a lot of characters that I actually liked.
Unfortunate. I guess you're in the same boat.
She's in so many. She's in so many things.
But same thing with isn't Christopher Sabat also in like also one of
Yes,
the people?
he's a douche too, and he voices a lot of really great characters
He's
too.
All Might, which is sad too.
Yeah, he is. He's
Might.
All Might. He's Alex Louis Armstrong. He's Babara.
So
Yeah, he's a lot of characters.
So like I'm
He's
really
a
happy
douche
we
for a
had this.
completely different reason.
I'm really happy we had all this conversation because it I actually felt genuine for a moment of what we feel about this series. I love Dragon Ball. At least Dragon Ball Z in its heyday and all that. I have my issues with it.
I liked Dragon Ball up until Super became a thing and kind of ruined all sense of.
Good to know.
I don't mind GT. GT at least GT was consistent with the way Z progressed.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I still like GT as somewhat better than Super.
And also
Super
GT
as a whole, Super as a whole is better than GT. But I just the lack of continuity with everything that it does in relation to the rest of the series and the way those progressed irks me. To the extent that you guys kept going on about the whole Videl line, well, imagine your frustration at that, but directed at the entire franchise.
By no means am I saying that Super is like I love it. Like I am in the same boat with you, Reggie. We've talked about this before. I don't defend Super for all its bad stuff. I like it, but I'm not gonna say
you don't defend it as much as you used to.
Well, wait. Okay, that's a conversation for a different time.
Fidel's already waiting by. We don't have much time for this.
Yeah.
Well, then end it off then.
Well, I was just wrapping things up, and I was going with the Vic Mignogna stuff, and then you guys start talking about
that's basically opening up another can of worms to just talk.
Anywho,
you want to close up the video?
I was closing up with Dragon Ball.
Close up the video.
Anyway, I love the series. It has its problems, and I will continue to enjoy it to this day.
Goodbye.
I will continue to enjoy the franchise up until when it ends up killing itself to the grave. Like as much as we all want to talk down to the series, it is still heavily popular. That's not gonna.
It is.
It's not gonna change.
That is sad.
The original Dragon Ball is the best, anyways.
Yes.
But the thing is, until the franchise eventually dies, I will see it to the end. And you know what? I think at this point we need to have a long break with the series, like a really long break with the series. That ain't gonna happen because we have the Moro arc. I know that for sure. But we really need to have a long break with the series. And
was the break between Boo and Beerus not long enough for you?
Oh no, we need to go like 30 years, bro. Not joking, but you know,
If you do that, Japan will go bankrupt.
Exactly.
Japan, the entire country of Japan will go bankrupt because of
They
Dragon Ball.
almost did they almost did until the the first movie was released.
Yeah, I remember that one. But anyway, my closing statements on that still stand. Everything you heard me say about what I would love for the show to do, just 1,000-fold. I just want to see more of that. But it ain't gonna happen. Reggie is right to one extent, which is it's not gonna happen, and I know, and it saddens me. just knowing that. And that's it. That's all I really gotta say. So thank you guys so much for coming by. Next week, again, we will be tapping into Three Houses. So I hope you guys are mentally prepared for that one.
I won't
So
be.
before we end, all I can say is I want to see Tarbles again.
Tarble. No, we already have him. He's Kaba. He's Kaba.
Form of Kaba.
Yeah, he's Kaba.
It's like Tarble, except less interesting.
Oh, that's a conversation for another time. All right, guys. See you.
Yep.
Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.